Hi Capricorn, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of April 9th through the 15th. This is for Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, and Capricorn Rising signs. So Capricorn, for this reading I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot deck along with the Healing with the Angels Oracle cards by Joy and Virtue. Alright, interesting. So at the bottom of the deck, I do have the Seven of Pentacles. All right, so with the Seven of Pentacles, this is you, for some of you. I feel like this is you maybe re-strategizing, replanning, definitely looking at something here. Maybe asking yourself if something is worth any more of your time, your energy. It is a patient energy. It can represent some of you planting seeds, but having to wait to reap those rewards from those seeds that you planted. But I feel like for some of you, there's definitely a situation here where I think you're contemplating something. I think you're looking at something very closely here this week. The overall energy is the Five of Swords. So very interesting. You do have a few fives here in this spread. So fives can be, you know, a little bit of a challenging energy that you have to overcome. They are just a minor arcana energy. It's nothing serious. With the Five of Swords, I think that some of you are definitely dealing with some internal stuff. That's definitely going on for some of you. But the Five of Swords can be you feeling a loss or feeling defeated in some way, but I feel like some of you haven't necessarily gone through a loss. I just feel like maybe you feel like you lost something or you missed out in some way. It's very interesting. And the clarifying card is the Hermit. So I feel like some of you, because maybe you feel like you missed out or you're missing out on something, you know, that's why we have the Seven of Pentacles here, because, you know, you're kind of looking at something very closely, and I think that you're going to make some decisions here definitely this week and in the following weeks here to come. I think you're going to do things differently. And with the Hermit, your intuition is absolutely speaking to you. You are receiving spiritual guidance, absolutely. But I think that some of you, this is also you kind of hermiting yourself away and really going within and kind of figuring out exactly what your next step is going to be. I don't want you to look at this Five of Swords like it's negative. I think that some of you, you feel like maybe you're losing out or missing out on something. But that's going to kind of push you in a different direction. What's interesting is we're starting out with the Seven of Rods, which is a very passionate, courageous energy. It can be a defensive one as well, but this is you like fighting for what it is that you want, or very passionate about something. And we have the Queen of Cups here, so it might have something to do with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces person. You know, maybe some of you are standing your ground with a water sign person, or, you know, could be even communicating passionately with this person. So maybe some of you are involved with a water sign person, or someone who's coming off as the Queen of Cups, which can be a woman who obviously is more emotional. She's an emotional creature. She wears her heart on her sleeve. So, you know, you could be dealing with someone who's coming off as the Queen of Cups, a woman who's more emotional this week. And you could be communicating with her passionately. Because communication is very significant here with the Page of Cups and then the Page of Swords. You know, I feel like some of you might even have children with this person. So maybe this is like an ex-wife, an ex-girlfriend. This could be something to do with your children. With the Page of Swords and the Page of Cups, it definitely could have something to do with family. If it's not your children, it could be nieces, nephews. This could be your sister. You know, there could be something going on there. Communication is definitely significant here. And family matters for many of you. We also have the Four of Rods, which is like my happy home card. It speaks about relationship matters. It speaks about family matters. And I feel like for many of you, this is definitely a family matter. But then we have the Four of Rods, we have the Five of Cups. So another five. Five of Cups can be regrets, loss, sadness. Also kind of, it is a pessimistic energy, looking at what you've lost, looking at what didn't work out for you, and kind of forgetting about, you know, the blessings that you still have in your life, the blessings to come. And this is definitely a more pessimistic energy here. So if you find yourself focused on your regrets and what you did wrong, you know, that's not what you want to focus on. You want to focus on, you know, how you can change something here with that Seven of Pentacles, which I feel like you will get there. But those of you that are very emotional, you know, you definitely need to stay positive, keep the faith when it comes to this matter. Don't give up. With that Seven of Rods, you know, don't give up. You know, fight for what it is that you believe in. With the Five of Cups and the Five of Rods, this can be internal, external struggles, conflicts that you're dealing with. I think that some of you maybe have dealt with some competition, or if it is a situation with a loved one, you know, maybe you guys have not been communicating clearly. There's maybe been misunderstandings. And that's, you know, why we have the Seven of Pentacles, needing to kind of re-strategize here. Look at things differently. Listen to your intuition with this. Look at things differently and approach this situation differently than you have in the past. And focus on the future. Focus how you can do things differently. We have the Two of Rods here, which, you know, is representing you focused on the future. Focused on the future. Making those plans. Some of you, again, planning on maybe doing something differently. And you have a lot of possibilities here. A lot of possibilities here. So those of you that are very emotional or thinking about the past too much, you know, that's really where you need to change your focus here. You need to focus on the future, focus how you can do things differently. Speak your truth. I feel like some of you need to speak your truth. Some of you need to stand your ground. With the Five of Swords, you know, sometimes this can be a little bit more of like an aggressive approach. And I feel like some of you are moving towards that here. You know, you are maybe going to take on a more aggressive approach. Speaking your truth is significant. But doing things differently, you know, I keep getting that. Doing things differently than you've done them in the past. So it is obviously a very specific reading. So I think I'm speaking to those Capricorns that really need to hear this reading. This is meant for you guys. So if you can't resonate with this, please just watch your other signs, or I suggest having a private reading. I'm just the messenger. I don't make the rules. But there is definitely a lot of, you know, messages coming to you spiritually this week. Your intuition is speaking to you. Some of you need to spend some time alone. You need to go within when it comes to this situation. But let's pull you an additional guidance card. All right, well, we have two cards that flipped over. Those are the ones that I want. Very interesting. Okay. Listening. Couldn't resonate more. I just been speaking about, you know, spiritual guidance, messages coming to you, your intuition speaking to you, and then we have freedom. Wow. So listen, that spiritual guidance is directing you in a certain way. This is not going to be settled in a week. This is just a weekly reading. This is not going to be settled in a week for those of you that resonate with this, but it will be settled because you are moving towards feeling free or being free in some way. So listen to that spiritual guidance. You are moving towards some sort of freedom here. So if you felt challenged with a person, situation, a family matter, a home matter, whatever it may be. Maybe some of you have been waiting on some sort of communication or a decision. Again, you're re-strategizing, you're planning. All of that is going to help you. And listen to your intuition here. You're moving towards feeling free, being free in some way. Could just be free from these lower energies, this difficult situation. You're going to be freeing yourself from this. Okay, Capricorn, so I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please be sure to subscribe. If you are interested in having a private reading, please check out northeasttarot.com. I wish you guys a great week.